Pakistan, as a Speaker of National Assembly, Asad Qaiser has been tested positive for COVID-19. Qaiser's daughter and son have also been tested positive for COVID-19. Asad Qaiser, who is also the senior member of the ruling Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, confirmed on his Twitter account that he has been tested positive for coronavirus and that he has now isolated himself. Qaiser becomes the latest politician and third PTI leader to test positive for the virus. In a tweet that he sent out earlier, he says, and I quote, "I have put myself in self-quarantine. Today, when I had myself tested again, the report came out positive." He added, "I have been advised to stay at home and take care. The test results of my son and daughter have also come out positive." Now, Qaiser also appealed the nations for prayers of his recovery as well as to take precautionary measures. Also, the Sindh government has extended the lockdown till Eid in Pakistan. And for more details, let's quickly go across to our Pakistan Bureau Chief, Anas Malik, who's joining us live from Islamabad at this hour. Anas, a very good morning to you. Now, this indeed is a very, very serious piece of news because Pakistan's National Assembly Speaker Asad Qaiser is the latest politician and the third PTI leader to test positive for COVID-19, along with his son and daughter. What are you learning about their conditions so far?
Absolutely, it is a worrisome news for the Pakistani administration because Asad Qaiser is the third high-profile figure who has tested positive for COVID-19 of late. Last week we saw Imran Ismail, the governor of Sindh, and then Senator Afridi also testing positive for COVID-19. Now, Asad Qaiser, as what I've learned, as what has been reported in Pakistan as well, that he's currently in Islamabad at the Speaker House, and he has not been feeling well. He's been feeling heavy on his chest and on his in his throat as well. He's been having issues during breathing as well. That is what has been reported in the Pakistani media. If we talk about that, Pakistan's COVID cases is now close to 17,000 with about 346 deaths in all that have been reported, 385 deaths in fact that have been reported in the country as we speak. It is a worrisome situation. As I said, the government of Pakistan is trying, well, they're saying that they're trying its utmost to curtail the spread of the virus, but for now it doesn't seem that the efforts of the government are bearing fruit, given that we have seen a sharp increase in the number of corona cases in Pakistan. Now, Asad Qaiser, if I walk you through, he has been meeting people in his chamber. He's been chairing the corona committee sessions as well, the parliamentary committee sessions. So he has been meeting quite a lot of people during this in times of social distancing. In fact, as per the Express Tribune in Islamabad, a Pakistani newspaper, it said that on the 28th of April, allegedly Asad Qaiser also hosted an iftar party at his residence. Now, this is just a claim which has not been verified as yet. This is a claim by Express Tribune. We tried to reach out to the National Assembly Media Committee, and they are yet to get back to us on that. Having said that, Asad Qaiser has been meeting quite a lot of people. And the very fact that he is from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and he has those from those the lineages are that of being that of a Pathan. Therefore, the historical lineages are there, and therefore it is very, very common in that culture to meet and greet people with a hug and with a handshake. And as I said, he has been meeting people, and that culture was being followed, despite the fact that
Anna, since you mentioned that he has been meeting people and that there could have been an iftar party that was hosted by him, this is indeed a very, very fragile phase for Pakistan. Let's not forget, because, you know, the month of Ramzan, the holy month, is on. Now, the Sindh government, on that note, has also declared that lockdown restrictions will remain in place during the entire month of Ramzan. How challenging is the situation for provincial governments when the Imran Khan government itself is against the idea of a lockdown or even an extension of a lockdown?
Well, the Imran government, by and large, is in principle against the idea of a centralized lockdown, though there have been much back and forth from it, because we've seen Pakistani government, the central government, the federal government saying that they would not be going for a lockdown. Then the NCOC, National Command and Control Authority, that a body that has been established to overlook the matter of coronavirus, they say that they would be going for a lockdown. So there's a lot of back and forth on the matter of lockdown. Having said that, just off late, about last week on the 24th of April, it was decided that to extend the current lockdown situation until at least the 9th of May, and that provinces would be able to take their own decision. Now, the Sindh government yesterday has decided to go ahead and continue with their lockdown situation, or rather a quote-unquote a smart lockdown situation, until at least Eid, and then they would be deciding the last week of Ramzan whether they would be going ahead during Eid for the lockdown as well or not. That is a very challenging situation, because the situation by and large is very, very grave. There is an absolute increase in the number of local transmission cases, which is roughly about 75% in the country, which is touching nearly about 17,000 cases. And if you talk about big cities such as Lahore and Karachi, they are turning out to be those hubs of local transmission. We've seen at least 100 deaths in Karachi just because of the COVID-19 situation. Karachi, that is the economic capital of the country. Yes,
right. Let's hope that this chaos between the provincial governments and the centre does not translate on the ground as far as the containment of COVID-19 is concerned. On that note, thank you so much, Anas Malik, for joining us on this news broadcast and bringing us all those details.